And a good Tuesday morning. It is just after 5:16. Let's start with a little bit of good news. If you are tired of the early sunsets, well, we are getting to the point of the year where our sunsets are going to start to get a little bit later. That usually happens about a week or two before the winter solstice, which isn't until the 21st. But you can see here, over the next 4 days, our sunsets are going to start to get a little bit later. 5 p.m. sunsets today. That's the earliest they get all year long. It'll stay at about 5 p.m. through the 10th, but then by the 11th, notice our sunsets start to get a little bit later each afternoon and evening. So overall, we are getting to that point of the year where eventually our days as a whole are going to start to get longer. And if you can bear with it about 2 more weeks, things overall will start to get longer and we'll be headed into, I say, the warmer months. It's still warm out there, but usually our coldest part of the year is January and February. So we got a ways to go before we really get to our warmer months. It is a warm, humid start this morning. The other good news, we don't really have fog issues as you head out the door. We do have lots of low clouds, but we haven't seen the fog really become a major issue. That could change. We'll keep an eye on things. This is just that type of weather in this time of year where you do need to check in before you head out the door to make sure you haven't seen any changes. We've seen a little bit of fog develop across the area, but nothing is dense at this point, and you have to have the dense fog to really cause big problems for your travel and your commute time. Next 12 hours, we're going to be warming up today, nearly 80 degrees. There's about a 10% chance of an isolated shower, but other than that, we're not anticipating much rain today. Warm tomorrow, even warmer tomorrow. 80 on Thursday, still warm on Friday. Some minor changes coming this weekend, back in the mid-70s. And then next week, we're going to start off in the 70s, but I do think we will finally see a decent chance at a cold front by around Tuesday or Wednesday. So if you can bear with us for about another 7 days, we will have some cooler, at least more seasonal air coming in, which is in the mid to upper 60s. So looking at our temperature outlook next week, by around this time next week, we'll be watching for that cooler air trying to come on down across the Midwest, the southern plains, and get to us. We'll see, but it's trending that way. Warmer weather continuing out along the northeast coastal areas. Chance of rain not very high this week. We're going to stay mostly dry there, but there may be an isolated shower each day. Sunday into Monday, as that stronger storm system with that cold front get a little closer, we might have a better chance for some showers and storms. But right now, the next 5 days don't look terribly active. Out there in the tropics, we do have the potential to see Owen form out here, maybe a subtropical storm. It's going to be moving away from the United States, so no threat there. And you can see with our spaghetti plots, it does a little loop-de-loo out here in the next couple of days, but then off to the northeast it goes, probably misses the Azores Islands out there. So overall, it's not going to be an issue for anyone except for some shipping routes. And to get a December named storm is not unprecedented. It's somewhat rare. We haven't seen one in about 9 years. The last time was in 2013, but it does occasionally happen. There's your 7-day. That doesn't look like a December forecast, but it is what it is down here on the Gulf Coast. Low 80s tomorrow and Thursday, and then we're back in the mid 70s for the weekend.